Yes. Hello student and good morning everyone. So today we are going to learn about the finite element analysis. So basically this finite element analysis, it is originated from the civil engineering, where the civil engineers is going to be study about the bars, trusses, frames. So initially to construct these bridges and truss elements, so they require lot of money to invest in the construction part. So to reduce the cost of the construction, so the software it will be developed during the olden days, that is the finite element analysis. So using this finite element analysis, we can reduce the man, and we can reduce the time, and we can also reduce the money. So that is very important in the present era. So first I want to tell you what is a finite element analysis. So finite element analysis is nothing but if you take any one domain or the element body, so that body it will be divided into number of parts. Okay, so what is the meaning of finite? Where the number of elements it will be divided into the particular domain. So that domain it will be again apply the numerical approximate solution, because every engineering problem it will be related to the mathematical domain, where we will apply the differential integration to solve the engineering problems. So where the finite elements can be applied whenever there is any complex in the shape, okay, and any geometrical difference set, where we are going to apply the finite elements methods. So how the finite elements analysis it works? So basically the finite element method is a purely numerical method, where first the complex shape it will be divided into the number of elements and number of nodes, and after that the program it will be divided, or it will be called as a meshing, where the software we can take in the finite elements like ANSYS, Abaqus and SAP. So all these MATLAB, all these are the finite element analysis software, where the same process can be carried out. First it will be meshed, again it will be formed into different boundary condition, then we will apply the different structure properties, then finally we will get the post-processing result. What are the different types of engineering analysis? So basically the engineering analysis it includes the structural analysis, vibrational analysis, acoustic analysis, thermal analysis. So there are so many of structural analysis based on our requirement. So what are the structural analysis? So first of all I want to tell you what you mean by a structure, where structure is nothing but when you apply a load on the particular element, the body that should be get deformed. So when the body it will get deformed, such elements we call as a structural. So there is another form that is non-structural. So non-structural is nothing but when you apply some external loads, the body it won't get deformed. So such a body we call as a non-structural analysis. So in the structural analysis, it may be related to the material properties like Young's modulus and the load and the area. So all these it will be related in the structural analysis, where you are calculating the stresses, strains, Young's modulus, okay, and deformation. So that will be related. For example, here you can see there is one element. So when you apply some external load on the element, the body it will get deformed. Okay, so the deformation it will be the post-processing result in this case. So next one, it is a vibrational analysis. Suppose in many of our mechanical equipment it will be under vibrational condition. So during the vibrational condition, so when the body it is under working condition, what are their mechanical behaviors that can be analyzed using the vibrational analysis, like our shock absorber you can take, where we can make the vibrational analysis, because that will be under some pressure where it can get the fluctuating results. So that is under vibrational analysis. So next one is fatigue analysis. So what do you mean by fatigue? So the fatigue is nothing but the fluctuating stresses. So when suppose if you take the one bar element, so in the bar element, the axis of the bar it is fluctuating from plus to minus. So maximum to minimum value it is fluctuating. So in that case, how the average flux can be taken? Okay, so there are different types of the structural analysis that we are going to study in the finite elements. So this is about the finite element analysis. So in the next class we will study about how it works. Okay.